Hi, how are you doing? I'm very excited for today's video because I'm finally listening to Gods by Olivia and Rodrigo. I'm also very excited to show off this because this is the Spotify fan exclusive final variant. And well, I got a mail for this. I nearly screamed because I was so excited. It's also my first picture disc final. It was all really chill and cool, so it's really fun. This is the back. And yeah, I want to be listening to it while making this video just because Spotify is easier. But just know I have this and I'm so excited for this. And yeah, in case you're wondering why this video is up late, basically last Friday this album came out, and I typically always post my reaction to the album like the Sunday after it gets released. But the Thursday before it got released, I got really sick. I like nothing too serious, but on Thursday also like a heat wave started up again here, and just the combination of the heat with me being sick just made me unable to function for like the entire weekend. So I've been feeling pretty shitty and I just didn't have any energy to listen to the album, and especially not to make a video about it. But like if I had the energy to listen to it and just not make a video, I would have done that. That even wasn't in the cards for me. But yeah, now we're officially out of the heat wave and outside it's really cool, but inside it still feels like a sauna. So like my window's open, I have a fan on, so I apologize for like any background noise. But that's what we're dealing with today. But I'm very excited to be listening to Two Guts. Like I'm so excited for this release, and I have been very anxiously trying to avoid spoilers for the album on social media these past couple of days, because I want to go in fresh. So that's what we're gonna do today. There's 12 songs and we're just gonna listen to them, starting off with All American Bitch. Okay, so All American Bitch was a opener. Oh my god, I really loved how kind of like in the verses and then in the outro it kind of was like a bit slower and sweet, and then the chorus and the bridge were just like I really loved it, and I feel like that shows the contradictions that she talks about in the song as well, and I just it was so good. So yeah, and then next we have Bad ID Right, which we already know because it's been released and I've been obsessed with it. So let's fucking go. So when I first listened to this song, I think in my review I said, is this the best song Olivia has ever released? No, but is it the most fun? Definitely. And I still stand by that. Like it's a really good song. Not to try and list that, but it's not like her masterpiece, but it is definitely the most fun I've ever had listening to Olivia Rodrigo song, and I love it so much. So yeah, next we have Vampire, the first single from the album, and again one I absolutely love. So Vampire, we stand in this house. I generally have loved this song like from the first time I listened to it. It's just so good, and I just love it. It's kind of like the power and kind of like anger as well, anger and hurt throughout the song. I just think is amazing, and I can't help but just like shout along the lyrics, you know. I can't just sing them along, you need to shout them along, you know. So yeah, next one is another like new one, like from now on they're all ones we haven't heard yet. And next up is Lacy, which, because I'm late, I have heard a lot of good things about this song. I completely understand why this has been on my TikTok feed so much. 100%. Oh god, I thought this song was absolutely beautiful. It does have kind of like this haunting quality to it a little, and I don't know, it's a beautiful song, and I feel like it showcases a different side of Olivia's voice as well, which I really like. But I get why this song specifically was on my For You page a lot. Okay. Next we have Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl. Olivia Rodrigo is just so good at making like these angsty, walky songs, and this was one of those, and I loved it so much. Like, despite not having ever been homeschooled, I've never come close to that experience, I related to the song so much, a little too much maybe, but I loved it. Anyway, next is Making the Bed. Making the Bed was such a beautiful, like, honest, vulnerable song. I feel like that's like one of the more personal tracks on this album. Like, of course, like every single song in this is gonna be personal to her, but I feel like Making a Bed, even though like a lot of people could relate to it, it's like very specific to something she went through, but so beautiful. And yeah, next up we have Logical. You wanna know a surprise? This song was Go With It by Julia Michaels. I didn't know what to think. I love Julia Michaels. If you don't know, hi. Logical, a gorgeous song. It does feel more kind of like sour than the rest of the album, because I just feel like, oh, maybe it's just because it's the first song of its caliber that we've gotten on the album, because it just feels like that emotional war ballad that's melody wise pretty simple to like show off the vocals. I feel like that's a very common thing on Sour, and like 90% of the songs on Sour are that, so maybe it's that's the reason why. But yeah, absolutely a beautiful song. I love it. Next is Get Him Back. I love it. These really fun songs. I feel like Sour was mostly sad or just angst, and I'm loving that all this album. We're having so much fun as well. Oh, it's so fun. Those are my thoughts on Getting Back. I'm having fun. Next is Love Is Embarrassing. Such a fun song. And I feel like you can hear in the vocals, especially towards the ending, that Olivia was having a lot of fun recording it, which I always love hearing. But yeah, this was such a blast. Again, loved it so much. I'm having so much fun with this album. Oh my god, I resent me being sick now. So next up we have The Grudge, which is again a song I've heard a lot about. That was another gut-wrenching song. Get it? Gut-wrenching? Guts? Anyway, that was such a beautiful song. I love it so much. That's all I'm gonna say before it emotionally wrecks me. Anyway, next up is our second to last song, Pretty Isn't Pretty. another great song. What do you expect me to say? I really like it. I like the lyrics of it, the messaging of it. I think it's all very great. But yeah, I don't actually have a lot to say about it. I liked it. That's all I gotta know. Next up is the last song, sadly enough, for today, and that's Teenage Dream. So, Teenage Dream was an amazing closer to the album, and it's another like really personal song to Olivia, which again is a song that I'm sure a lot of people can find ways to relate to, but I can feel like it's written from a sense of like, this is exactly how I feel at this point in time, and it's so beautiful and I love it. And it's kind of like a perfect match, and also as well as a perfect juxtaposition to the lyric "Where's my fucking teenage dream" in Brutal, I believe it is the image on Tower originally. Anyway, that brings us to the end of Guts, her Olivia Rodrigo's second album, and I loved it so much. I think I might love it more than Sour, which says a lot because I fucking loved Sour. But this was an amazing album, and it had a lot of great variety in my opinion. I feel like Olivia did a great job at kind of mixing kind of more like angsty songs with very heartbreaking songs, very vulnerable songs, and also mixed in some very fun ones, kind of more tongue-in-cheek, playing around, having a blast. And yeah, as always, amazing vocals, amazing lyrics. That's just what we've come to expect from Olivia. She's a great songwriter and a great singer as well, and I just really love this album, and I can't wait to play it on repeat. And I've kind of given you my overall thoughts before I've given you my top 3. It's the reverse order of which I normally do things, but yeah. Let's do a top 3, which is fucking difficult. I'm gonna use a checklist on here. I really love a lot of the songs in here. I think I'm gonna go with Lacy as my favorite. I really love Lacy. Then I'm gonna go with Get Him Back, because I thought that was a lot of fun, and then Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl. That's my top 3. So yeah, let me know your top 3 in the comments, as well as just your overall thoughts on this album, and then hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye. Here I am again, the same old situation. Why does the God thing have to be so complicated?